everybody, I'm Tyra and this is My Life with Layla. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys a little bit about my pregnancy journey and how I didn't find out I was pregnant until 20 weeks. So the day I found out I was pregnant, me and my mom were going to a doctor's appointment she made for me because my 16-year-old sister had just had a baby and I missed a couple of days of school because I was at the hospital with her. So we made an appointment to get a doctor's excuse from school, and I told them that I had been having stomach complications because I had been having like a few issues of like pain in my lower belly, but like really bad cramps. So I told the doctors about that, and she started pushing on my belly and she said, "Does that hurt right there?" And I was like, "No, ma'am." And she was like, "Does that hurt right there?" And I was like, "No, ma'am." She was pushing all at the like bottom part of my belly. And she was like, "Are you sure that doesn't hurt?" And I was like,
No, ma'am.
"I'm positive it don't hurt." And she was like, "Do you mind to pee in a cup for me?" And I was like, "Sure." I didn't know what she was going to say. I didn't think she was asking me to pee in a cup because she thought I was pregnant, that's for sure. So she came back in the room and she said, "I have a pregnancy test here and it's positive." And I just looked at my mom and my mom looked at me and I seen like fear written on her face. And I was like, I just started crying because I didn't know what else to do. I didn't know what to say. I knew there was nothing I could say to make what she just heard better. So I just started crying. And the only thing that I remember her saying to me in the doctor's office was, "It's okay, Tyra. I'm here for you. Tiara, your sister just done it. You're going to be an amazing mom. You're going to be able to do it too." And I couldn't even take that in right then. But she was like she had open arms to me. And, you know, I'm so thankful that I have someone as caring, so accepting as her. I know most parents wouldn't be like that, and I'm very grateful that I have her. So after that, the doctor actually let me go because I was so upset in the office, and she just told me to come back and we could talk about, you know, my doctor that I could have to like go to throughout my pregnancy. And so I remember leaving the doctor's office, and the first person I called was my grandmother. And I told her everything, and I was like, "I'm so, like, I don't know what to do." And she just kind of comforted me, and she made me realize that, you know, I have to be responsible now. Me and Alex chose not to use, you know, ways to prevent this, so you have to take responsibility, and you have to move on. You have to live with it. It's over with now, so you chose to do it. It's your responsibility now. And she did like kick me back into reality that I have to take care of myself because now I'm taking care of a baby. My body has to provide for this baby for, you know, I was thinking at the time 8-7 months. Find out later, a whole different story. Anyways, after I hung up the phone with my grandmother, I knew immediately I wanted to tell Alex. I didn't know how I was going to tell him. I didn't know what I was going to say, but I knew that I wanted to tell him. So I remember texting him, and I said something. I told him, like, you know, call me, I have something important, or I'm about to call you, I have something important, something in those lines. And so we got on the phone, and it was very silent, which no phone calls with me and Alex are too silent, so it was very silent. I think he already knew something was up because, like, you know when you can hear someone over the phone and they're like,
Hello?
I could kind of hear him smiling over the phone. And I was like, "We're having a baby." And then I heard it, like, get real quiet. And honestly, he didn't say anything too crazy. He didn't say, "How are we going to do this? What are we going to do?" He was just like, "You know what? We'll figure it out. We chose to do this, so we have to be responsible." That was kind of how that went. And after I told Alex, I'm not even the one who told my sister. My mom ended up telling my sister because I was so scared. I didn't know what she was going to say. I'm her older sister, and, you know, she just had a baby. So, like, what is she going to say now that her older sister is pregnant? I had no idea how that was going to go. But really, like, we've been there for each other a lot, so, and she's still here for me now, so it didn't really change anything between us. A couple of days after I found out I was pregnant, me and my mom decided that we need to take, like, measures in our own hand because I couldn't get a doctor's appointment for, like, a couple of weeks, and I was still bleeding, so we wanted to make sure that everything was all right with the baby. So we went to the hospital, like 3 days after I found out that I was pregnant, to the hospital to make sure everything was okay with the baby because I had been bleeding, and we just wanted to make sure everything was fine. So we went to the hospital. We told them that I had just found out I was pregnant and I had been bleeding a little, and we wanted to make sure everything was okay with the baby. I didn't know how far along I was, and I couldn't tell them when I thought my last period was because I thought that I was having my period the whole time while I was pregnant. I would have, like, days throughout the month, like 3 or 4 days throughout the month where I would spot, and it would be light, but I was taking birth control pills, so I thought that my period was just like, because I was on birth control, plus I was cheering 4 days out of the week, so I thought that was also causing my period to lighten. We couldn't figure out when my last period was, so they didn't think I was that far along. They told me that we probably wasn't going to be able to see the baby with a regular ultrasound, so we were going to have to do a vaginal ultrasound because the baby was probably going to be too small, and they weren't going to be able to pick up anything as good as they could with the regular ultrasound. So we were prepared for the vaginal ultrasound, and the ultrasound technician came in my room, and he was like, well, we're just going to see if we can see the baby with the regular ultrasound, and then if not, we can do the vaginal one. And I kid you not, when he put that regular ultrasound on my belly, my mom's eyes, her mouth hit the floor, both of them dropped. And I was like, is there 2? Is there 3? Is there 4? Like, I didn't know what was wrong with her. And she was like, Tyra, you have a big baby inside of you. I was like, am I going to have to give labor right now? Like, I was scared for my life. And then they ended up telling me that, you know, I had definitely been pregnant for a little while. And I was like, okay. I was thinking like 3 months maybe. Like maybe 3 months pregnant. The ultrasound technician couldn't tell us how far along I was. Also, when he went to the butt of Layla, you could definitely tell she was a girl. So me and my mom, like, already figured I was at least 14 weeks along because we could tell the gender of the baby. And the regular doctor ended up coming in the room. He ended up telling me that I was, in fact, 19 weeks pregnant in 6 days, which was like 11 o'clock. So basically, he came to tell me that I was 20 weeks pregnant, and I had just found out I was pregnant. So I had been cheering, I had been working, I had been going to school, I had been living my regular life with a 5-month-old baby inside me that I didn't even know about. So I'm not gonna lie, finding out I was 20 weeks pregnant and seeing my baby for the first time, finding out the gender the first time I seen my baby, it was a little hard for me because, you know, I've always wanted like a normal pregnancy, like, you know, going to the, like, you know, doing an at-home pee stick, finding out I was pregnant, showing it to Alex and being like, oh my goodness, we're having a baby, you know, doing all of that, you know, having a gender reveal party. I didn't really get to do that because I was already 20 weeks pregnant, so I wanted to be surprised at my gender reveal, but the first time I seen my baby, I seen her, like, her gender, of course, like, I knew what it was, so it was difficult. And then knowing, you know, you only have like about 4.5, 5 months to prepare for a newborn that you didn't even know about. You know, the extra months would have been helpful, but she's here now and she's beautiful, and I'm so thankful for her. And, you know, the people that love us have given us everything we needed for her, and we have so much help. We're so thankful for all her family and everyone who helps us out, everyone who's involved, and we're also very thankful for all the support that we've been getting off of the TV show, and we want to say thank you guys. Let us know what you would like to see here on the channel. I know Alex is going to join me in a couple of videos. I just wanted to get some content for you guys, let you know a little bit about me and about my story. And I hope you guys really like this video. Give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, hit the post notification. We'll be back with some more videos.